Hey everybody, it's John Kirchhoff, and welcome to John Talks About second podcast video. I'm here today just to get with you and BS a little bit. I know you guys are in the comfort of your car or your home or someplace else watching me, so thank you very much. I did have some technical difficulties, so this is not live. I'm just letting you know I couldn't get on live. I don't have as many subscribers to do that according to YouTube. I'm going to look into that a little bit more, and hopefully I'll get 50 or more subscribers or followers. Or here it's on YouTube, it's subscribers and likes. Please like my videos today, and I am going to post this in a little while. It's almost 5, so people might be like, well, where is he? It's 5 o'clock and he's not on. I'm on here at my home, but I'm not on with you guys live. So let me adjust this a little bit. This is kind of like live because I really don't do much editing of my videos. I don't have all the fancy thumbnails yet or add-ons because it just seems like I knew a heck of a lot more when I was younger about making websites and videos and so forth, when it was actually harder back then and you needed coding and everything else. But I just find like the older I get, the more lame I am when it comes to electronics and gadgetry. Of course, you know, I posted that I will still talk about ghost hunting and paranormal, which is my forte and what I've done for 34 years. But I thought it was important to talk about a lot of other subjects that are important to us, especially in today's society. And there is a lot going on, and as we know right now, there's a big event coming up for all of us. I think it's for all of us, and that is voting. So please make sure you get out and vote, and that, you know, that's going to decide the future of the country. I'm not going to get political today, but and tell you, oh, go vote for this person or go vote for that person, because that really, when it comes down to it, is your business. And get a thumbs up if you're good with that. It is your business, nobody else's business. There's other people who will come up and ask you, who are you voting for? And I have literally told people, I don't discuss that with anybody. And some people walk away offended, like, oh, I thought we were friends. Well, we are friends, or relatives say that, or might say that to you, but it just isn't anyone's business. And in the same sense that it isn't anyone's business, it's almost too bad it has to be like that. But we've come to a point in this country where things are getting ugly with these two people, these two candidates, let me say, that are running for president. And I don't want a bunch of trolling about, oh, this candidate sucks, or is Satan, or this candidate is horrible, and they're not for democracy. Again, I don't want to hear that. It's if you want to pipe up and say, hey, I'm for this person, that's great. But one of the big topics I want to talk to you about, and I was discussing with Evelyn, is, I'm watching a show right now on a cable network or streaming network called Taboo, with one of my favorite actors, Tom Hardy, and that took place in during the War of 1812 is the setting in London. Look up the War of 1812. Very interesting. A lot of people probably didn't even know that after 1776, and we took the country back from Britain, that in 1812 we went to war with them again over land. And that's what the War of 1812 was about. It was the United States against England, or Great Britain. So very interesting. And the show Taboo is very interesting as well. If you haven't seen it, check it out. It's starring Tom Hardy, and he also produces it. And so that's one actor, Tom Hardy, I'd really like to do a scene with. And as far as acting goes, I act as well. But, not at the moment. The moment I'm here with you guys, doing this, which is what I'd like to be doing full time, actually, is talking to you about different subjects. And the reason I brought up war or the War of 1812, because I'm going to segue into another war that we had, which was the American Civil War. And it has to do with today's election, or modern time election, between the two candidates. Because, if you go back during the Civil War, you actually had like brother against brother, you had father against son, you had cousins against cousins. It was just madness. And in that war, don't quote me, but if you know the answer to this, but I think there were more Americans killed in the Civil War than all the wars put together in the world, as far as Americans being killed. If you want to look that up and send me a comment on that, that's what I heard a while back from somebody else. Whether it's true or not, I'll have to research it further. But I brought up the Civil War, and I'm kind of comparing it to what's going on today, because, with the Harris and Trump elections coming up, Harris versus Trump, you have, people against each other. You have people that have been lifelong friends, that if you post something pro-Harris, that one of your pro-Trump friends is going to say, oh, why are you putting that up? Shame on you. You know better, and vice versa. If you put something up that even, looks or shines a good light on Trump, your friends that are for Harris come at you and troll you. Which is part of the First Amendment. You have every right to speak up and speak your mind, but there are ways to be civil about your differences. And when it comes to voting for somebody during this election, a lot of people have different opinions on who they want, who they're going to vote for, but there is really no reason to get nasty about it. There just isn't. So, hopefully everything will be civil. But in the case that it isn't, it would be a shame to see that happen again, to see it repeated. And the reason I say that is because, the old phrase, if you don't learn from history, you're doomed to repeat it. And I truly believe that. And if we don't learn from what happened in the Civil War of the United States, we could repeat that. Everybody just needs to stay in their lane, do what they feel they need to do as far as who they're going to vote for. But the brother against brother, or cousin against cousin, or father against son, that doesn't need to happen. I mean, one of the rules somebody very close to me has with their children is they don't discuss politics or religion in their family circle there, because there are so many different opinions within that family circle. This person told me they just don't talk about it because they don't want that, what I call, in the metaphysical or paranormal world, negative energy. Who wants negative energy at a party or a wedding or whatever the event is, or even sitting and talking to your relatives or friends? I don't want negative energy around me, and I'm sure you don't either. So, getting back to it, it destroys families and it destroys relationships. And so, on the other hand, you should never have to apologize for your beliefs. You really shouldn't. And I'm not one to apologize for what I believe strongly in, and you shouldn't either. So I just will accept our differences of opinion and our differences. That's a big deal to me, because that's what makes us who we are. And that's probably what brought us together as friends in the first place, is learning from each other's differences. And I have friends out there I know that don't agree with me politically. That's totally cool. That's up to them. On the other hand, I do like to post some things now and then that are, a joke. It's all, to me, parody, because the biggest medicine, as far as I'm concerned, is laughter. And so I post things on Facebook or X for parody reasons, and that's it. I'm not trying to really stick a needle in the Cupid doll of one candidate or the other. It just isn't necessary. So tell me what you guys think. I hope you guys have a great Sunday. Bless your hearts. Thank you for tuning in. Enjoy each other and respect each other's differences. Peace, love. I'll talk to you next Sunday.